Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Grand Theft Auto 4 on the Mysterious JG. Okay, so I know now with some certainty which stranger missions we have already seen. Excuse me. So on the last island, you've got Ivan, Gracie, and Eddie parts 1 and 2. We had already done Ivan. We've already done Gracie. We did that last video. So we do have to see Eddie part 1 and 2, but they can only be done at night. We did Charisse. We did not do Clarence, but Clarence is dependent on you letting a character live. And when I was aware we could spare a story character, I always did, but I kind of don't really remember if we spared him or not. So it might be we've already accidentally killed Clarence. We've done Pathos, we've done Sarah, we've done Hassan, blah blah. So what we've got left to do is Clarence, if it's possible, if we didn't lock ourselves out of it. To do Marnie Part 2, which we're supposed to do around noon. We want to do Mel, which is on this first island. So we've basically got Mel, Marnie Part 2, Eddie's Part 1 and 2, and Clarence, the cross-eyed mule. So let's take another pass by Clarence and then head over towards, because it's nighttime. This is when we would want to be doing Eddie. So let's take another pass at Clarence. I might have been on kind of like the wrong block slightly. We'll try Clarence, then we'll go try to do Eddie. We got this, guys, with Mike and Hal. We got this. I've never listened to an episode of We Got This with Mike and Hal. I listened to another podcast that Mike Loveland is on, and they occasionally reference or do ads for We Got This with Mike and Hal, and it sounds like it would be fun. It sounds like I would enjoy the podcast. I've just never gotten around to checking it out. And if I'm being perfectly honest, the podcast that I used to listen to with Mike Loveland on it, I haven't listened to in a while. I don't listen to it very regularly. They had some lineup change a while ago. I like the new lineup, but it's not... whatever. Why am I talking about it? Let's move ahead with our lives. It's like there's nobody who's on the show now that I dislike, but there's somebody who used to be on the show that I didn't realize how much I missed them till they were gone. Let's put it like that. There's a picture of a famous person's vagina. China. Okay. So if you remember us getting in a shootout with a guy that we spared and meeting him, and he was like, yeah, I've made some changes. I've decided I'm not going to let anybody make me beg for my life ever again, and he tries to kill us and we kill him instead. If we did that, I've just forgotten about it. I have just forgotten. So I think either we killed that guy because I didn't realize he could be spared, or we might have done this mission and it was just a quick thing we did in the middle of a bunch of other stuff, and it slipped my mind. But it doesn't look like we can do it. Hold on, let me check one thing though. Let's go to the start of this video. Here has time sensitive info on when to do it. Clarence will only be available if you spared him. This mission does not count towards 100% completion. And I am not seeing any indication of having to do it at a specific time. This video I'm using here has been pretty good. Available 24 hours... 24/7 after the mission Blood Brothers. Okay, so this one is available any time of day if you've completed the appropriate mission, which means the fact that I can't see it means we already did it and I've forgotten, or we locked ourselves out of it without realizing it earlier. Either way, we're not seeing that one. So if you don't remember it either, just look up GTA 4 Strangers Clarence. But you're also going to need to look up the mission where we spared him, which was called Holland Knights, I believe. Because otherwise, I don't remember who this guy is, or why it would matter that we didn't kill him. Hey, the fucking Reds. Is he the guy that we had to push off of a... Like, there was a guy where I really felt they were setting us up that we could have spared them. But then I looked it up. Like they were a drug. That was a Francis McCreary mission. I think this was a Packy McCreary mission. I'm not sure. I don't remember Holland Knights that clearly. By which I mean I don't remember it at all. But we should be able to get going on the Eddie path now. Although there may be a deal where 24 hours has to pass between missions. Like you can't just do Eddie 1 and Eddie 2 right on each other's heels. There's Eddie down there. He's not on, like I couldn't tell from the map, but he's not on the overpass here, so we're going to have to get back down. To find a way to get down there. But he did flash on our map, so Eddie is available for stranger danger missions. Just got to find a way to get off of this road. Sure is some fun, relaxing music. What if I were to actually mark where I think he was, which was here? Then the game would navigate to it for me, and I would see that I'm on the right track, but it's going to take 1 billion years to get there. Ah, well. I shortcutted it, though. I was kind of at the perfect point to decide I was going to navigate. There's one highly illegal U-turn onto an off-ramp. Got it. Ah! JG, stop doing that. I don't want to die in the middle of this ongoing adventure. The other possibility is that the NRG bike will take enough damage. Because I would like to park this back in our garage and have it be part of our canon ending that we still own this super sweet bike. But if I keep crashing, it could, like, start flaming and explode too. Fucking jackass. These nuts. Keep our eyes peeled. I don't know if this is a section of town that's going to have hot dog vendors, but a little health wouldn't be a bad thing right now. Anyway, on the other side of the street is a stranger that we should go and meet.
Hey there, pal. Hey.
He's weirding me out already.
What are you doing out here so late?
What's it to you?
Nothing. Just trying to make conversation. Just trying to keep the loneliness at bay. You know.
He's weirding me out.
Whatever you say.
Hey, you're not from around here, are
He
you?
seems really nervous. Is he setting us up?
Florida.
Florida.
You're funny. You're a real joker. I knew a joker once. Lovely guy.
He tricked Batman into killing Robin.
Though. But I suppose we all
Is
do.
that the plot of The Killing Joke? I've never actually seen that.
Okay.
Wait, mister. Do you ever wonder if animals, they masturbate?
Well, they do, but
Okay, listen, friend. You're really creeping me out.
No, it's a silly question. I know, silly question. It's just I was wondering because maybe that's what makes us different from the animals. I mean, masturbating.
No.
Because it turns out we don't have souls, and animals use tools and all that kind of thing. So maybe it's the masturbating. Maybe that's God's real gift to us.
what?
Okay,
I
don't
really
feel
want to
like
get away
moving
from this
back
guy,
to
though.
planet Earth, so maybe I'll see
No,
you
wait
later.
a minute, mister. I'm sorry. I'm strange. I'm a weird guy. I know.
Yeah, bye.
Hey, do you have a car? Can you get one?
Why?
Because I have this rather heavy bag, and I really need a lift. I can pay you.
He just told us that humans don't have souls. I wonder if he's just committed his first murder.
Eddie Lowe.
Yes, fine. Come on.
Is a motorcycle count as a car? I really hope so.
Hey, Fred. This bag's awful heavy. You mind taking us down to the docks?
Yeah, I think it's going to turn out he killed a dude. Good, though. It does count as a car for these purposes.
Got the ship to catch. You going somewhere?
Florida,
I'm
hee
not
hee.
going anywhere. My friends are, though.
That I just
They're
murdered.
heading off.
That's a funny joke.
Cut off the heads of some people and he's got them in a duffel bag.
Eddie never jokes. Eddie needs to be taken seriously.
Eddie,
You laughed
huh?
at him once, but you can't laugh without a tongue. Can't point if you haven't got fingers, can you?
That's a really good
That's what
point,
Daddy
Eddie.
told me late at night in my room.
Easy there, buddy.
We're friends, aren't we?
Oh,
We can
perfect.
talk to
Close,
one
super
another,
close friends.
Share things?
Spill your guts.
Ew. I don't like doing that. It's smelly. I'm kidding. Isn't the world strange and nasty?
Yeah, get set for nasty
A
sensation.
girl looks at you, but it turns out she doesn't love you at all.
Eddie?
It turns out she's a whore.
Kind of a strange
I don't-
guy,
yeah.
Eddie. Have you ever considered psychotherapy? You've got issues.
My only issue is I don't accept the world's bullshit.
I tell it like it is. I tell it like I see it. I know it's not PC, but I like to murder people and cut off their heads. Maybe that's not woke enough for you, Nico.
Wait here for me, friend. Special friend.
Uh-huh.
I'm just dropping the kids off.
At the pool. Sorry. Just dropping the kids off at the pool. I heard a variation on that, which I won't share because it's a little bit more racist than the standard version. Which isn't really racist, it's just kind of gross. Are we gonna get a wanted level now?
Glad I got rid of that. Wouldn't want to get caught with it. People can be so narrow-minded.
Yeah, it's
Can
frustrating,
you
I
take
know.
me to Westminster?
Westminster Cathedral. Eddie, you're my new best friend. Would you like to go on a friendship date? We can go play darts.
Like Westminster. Lots of nice boys there. It's one of my hunting grounds.
Okay, so he's got a very
Never get
specific
too
thing
old,
going
friend.
on. Nico, no, it really isn't okay.
I like boys. I like girls too. Both are fun in different
Yeah,
ways.
Nico, I understand the idea of not yucking someone's yum, but some yums do need to be yucked.
Layers of hair and skin and fat. Everyone's got the same rotten livers and black hearts underneath.
A good
it all.
point. I'm seeing things your way now, Eddie.
Planet Earth sometime.
Where are you from, pal of mine? What's your accent?
Florida.
East Europe? Romania? Bulgaria? Balkan?
Hey, you're a smart guy.
Eddie's smart. Eddie's
Yeah,
real
most people
smart.
around here just think I'm from
We
Russia.
always told him that. Eddie, you're smart. Why don't you play with the other kids? Don't touch him like that, Eddie. Stop it, Eddie. Stop it.
Yeah, stop it, Eddie, please.
For real, Eddie.
Your accent's funny.
Listen, Eddie, I'm going to
You
kill
know
you now.
That you can hear accents when people scream. I can tell what borough people are from just by hearing them scream.
Okay.
I've heard enough Alderney accents tonight. Oh God! Oh God! I want to hear some nice rounded Algonquin.
You know, Eddie, I'm starting to second guess whether I should have given you this ride.
Do you see that?
You're making me a little uncomfortable, Eddie. I hope you're joking.
I'm sorry, pal. Of course I'm joking. Do you think that I'm weird? Please.
Weird is good.
I'm just a no bullshit kind of
You
guy.
just told me you were joking.
So, what's your name? And what do you do? Huh? Those are normal questions.
Nico Bellic. And I do what I can to survive.
I've been surviving all of my life. Woo.
Things must be difficult for you.
Yep.
Do you hurt other people, Nico?
If they get in my way.
I
wouldn't
never
wanna
played
get
this
in
in
your
the old
way,
days, and I guess I'm
Nico.
okay with that.
I wouldn't want you to get in mine either. Oh, we're good friends now, uh-huh. Special friends.
Special Daddy Cool. It's like other Daddy Cool, but
are. Eddie's off the hunt for a nice boy.
good luck with that.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you, friend. I'll see you later, man-eater.
That's not really a nickname that works for me, but okay.
You know who those people are? Look in the mirror.
Well, that was
What
charming.
happened to you?
So what happens if we go to the 60 diner when we're not on a date? Can I go in here and just order food and get health? No, I cannot. Okay. Thought I would try it. Well, we keep getting new autosave, so I mean I can't but lose so much progress if this goes to hell. What have we still got to do though? We've done Hassan. Marnie Part 2 is on this island. I think Clarence just ain't happening, but we can swing by there again on the way back. Eddie Part 2 is back on this island we just left, but I'm kind of thinking maybe there's going to be some time sensitivity where we have to do Eddie Part 1 and then a certain amount of time has to pass. So this general neighborhood here trying to get to where I'm not on the overpasses, because that'll just make it confusing. This is where the Mel mission is. Mel is the only thing left on the first island. On the second island, we have to do Melanie Part 2. And Clarence is staring at me like driving me nuts. I think we just accidentally killed Clarence. I mean, relieve my suffering here and tell me if we did this mission with Clarence and I've just forgotten it. He's a guy who pulls a gun on us and tries to kill us because we spared him earlier, but we made him beg, or he feels like that. And then it's really just Eddie Part 2 and Melanie Part 2 after we do... Or, sorry, Marnie Part 2. Mel is a one-shot and we're done, The Stranger, and then we've got Marnie Part 2, which has to be done during the day, and Eddie Part 2, which has to be done at night. So let's see if we can't race over and do this Mel mission. I don't know that it's time-sensitive. Hopefully it's not, and we can just do it in the night. But I should have a place to park the bike so we don't lose it. Might want to throw down a manual save at some point. The worst case scenario here is that we lose the super cool motorbike, which would be annoying, but I mean, it's just like it's just my personal thing. Like, it would be cool to have a save slot where we could do any, have all of our coolest vehicles ready to go in post-game, but I'm not planning to do anything post-game, so it don't matter. I could grab armor just to make it less likely that I'll die in some kind of mistake. Health is we need to not die in a freaking motorcycle crash, but armor would be a good idea to have just in case any of these stranger missions, because I don't know the nature of the remaining stranger missions, like what we're actually going to do. But if we got stranger missions to come where we're going to get shot at, I don't like the idea of going at it with thoroughly depleted armor and half health because of various motorcycle crashes. Okay, that's fine. Later. See you later, alligator.
Please proceed to highlight your
So long. Farewell. Goodbye.
She's gotta hunt down her dead ninja parents and deal with the coming of age innocence of being a hot teen girl.
Anime horror.
It's the hit
Princess Robot Bubblegum? Whatever. They're doing a hilarious anime parody.
Princess Robot Bubblegum and the horny radioactive plant in trendy theaters now.
Certainly, there's plenty to make fun of in anime. I'm not saying there isn't. Alright, so we made decent time getting over here. Now it's time to keep an eye out for the stranger mission. So far, not so good. I don't see any indication of it. I'm going to just cut to the chase and go to this video that I've got open and jump to random character number 3, Mel. I really don't remember doing this one. Available 24/7 after the mission Escuela of the Streets. I did misplace this icon a bit. He's kind of a different area than I thought he was from this other icon. He's more like up here, it looks like. Although, actually, let me go back and double check this. Maybe I can use the Russian theater as a okay, yeah, he's up here. Like I said, the map that I was using that actually had all of them at once rather than just individual ones placed throughout a YouTube video. It's a little bit harder to see exactly where to go, but it has the advantage of giving you lots of different characters on the same map so you can kind of plot your routes. Unknown. If you're looking for work, call me, use the phone. Okay, yeah.
Join the hardcore family.
It ain't showing up. Is it possible I already did this one and just forgot about it? I suppose you could come along and keep him cool. I'm through with props now. They're just opportunities. I'm just looking at this. I'm actually literally watching the video now to see if any of this springs my memory. I owe a guy some money from my drinking days. He's kind of angry. Okay, some guy like got drunk and pissed on his friend's couch, and I think maybe we did this. I really don't remember. Let me see here, Mel. Try it around noon, 12 p.m. That's what I was afraid of. This other guide does give you a specific time of day to try it. That's Mel. Is this the same? It's the same one. Okay, well, I guess what I got to do then, it is 5 o'clock in the morning now. I don't know what the best way to pass time would be. Could, oh, hold on. I thought I saw somebody flashing on the map. Unless that was just the revenge icon. I suppose it would say on the, if there were any strangers, it would show that icon, and it doesn't. So for a second there, I thought it flashed a. Can I go to the theater? Or is it the wrong time of day to come here? Take a seat in the booth to watch the show. Yeah, I can watch a show by myself. I'm just trying to find a way to pass time without driving all the way to a different island. Because we don't have a safe house here anymore.
We have two great acts.
If there are new acts at the Russian Club we haven't seen, so be it. I'm not worried about it right now. Now it says 6 o'clock. It was like 5 something before. I don't think time passed at all. Maybe had I not skipped the show, it would have passed, but that doesn't really help. Okay. This bike has seen better days. Let's crap. Let's take the bike to. Why is there no pay and spray? Oh, there's pay and spray right here. Take the bike to a pay and spray. And then I don't know what the most efficient way to get to like 12 is. Time passes fairly quickly. It's like 6:15 now. I don't want to go on a friendship date just to pass the time, though. But like if we were to go someplace and actually save or to advance time, we would be advancing time 4 hours. Trying to get out of here, but I can't see the bike. I was backing out and it didn't seem to be advancing, so then I was like, well, maybe they switched me around the direction I'm facing, but no, that didn't seem to help either, advancing forward. Let's fudge. All right, let's go to the nearest safe house, which I guess would be all the way up there. Christ. Let's go to our old safe house and see if we can save our NRG. And then, like, take a taxi cab. This is being an inefficient mess, but I've kind of decided at this point, we're wrapping up the stranger missions in this video. If it goes long, it goes long. But this is the video where we just kind of get done with all of that. I am now in critical health. But there's a stranger. Oh my goodness, is this... I was just reading the map wrong? It's a whole block. Oh, God. Well, you know what? Now I have to go get some food so that we don't get killed. But at least we found it. Like, this is good news? I guess if I had not been hit by that car, it's entirely possible I wouldn't have noticed the stranger popping up on the map. So the map that was like more specific and detailed was actually pointing me to... It was like a block off, which really kind of messed me up.
Welcome. Hi.
Would you like to buy a $1 burger?
Enjoy your meal, fatso.
I know she just calls you
Bye.
fat, so that
On board again.
doesn't seem like a good customer service move. Oh man, what about my super sweet bike? There it is. Like, oh my god! Oh, there it is.
Believe yourself.
It's like that awesome character Bulldog from the sitcom Frasier. That really, you know, carefully crafted writing of the character Bulldog. What is this? This is totally awesome. Oh, there it is. You just like flap handle about stuff. Yeah. All right, what's going on, Mel? No more strangers. Oh,
Excuse me?
does that mean we're done?
Didn't I see you at Comrades, pal?
Where?
That bar, Nicky's place. I'm sure you was one of those cubby bastards who used to come in there. I remember you.
Yes, you were the drunk guy who fell over.
You sure was.
That's about right. I was a mess.
Okay.
Mess. But I'm all sorted out
Well,
now.
good for you.
I'm
Bye-bye.
over that shit.
Good for you.
Yeah. Yes, sorry. I'm a new man. Not dependent on
You know, an
anyone.
inordinate amount of
No
these
more
stranger
drink,
missions
no
are
drugs,
people who are
even
like having
your
some kind of
books,
addiction issue.
everything.
Good. Why are you telling me this?
It's good to share.
Cool.
I'm a positive person.
That means we
now.
met Clarence and did his mission, and I forgot about it, or else we wouldn't have gotten that
I'm through
achievement.
with problems.
Because after
Now
this,
they'll
the only thing we have left are follow-ups. I'll stop talking now.
Good luck with your opportunities. I've got to go.
Oh, no,
Right.
wait. I know this is a lot to ask, but I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
I owe a guy some money from my drinking days,
Mm-hmm.
and he's kind of angry. I don't suppose you could come along and keep him cool. I'm going to pay him back. Please?
Okay.
For you, anything, guy that apparently recognizes me, but I clearly didn't personally recognize. All right. Well, they're forgiving about using a motorbike as a two-person vehicle, and in some of these missions, occasionally they will not allow that. Like there was a mission where we needed to get a third person later, and it wouldn't let us drive a motorcycle there with two.
I cleaned up. I'm waking up before dawn, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, that's
Obviously,
nice.
the DTs hit me pretty hard when I first got sober.
I bet they did.
Shit, I couldn't hold a glass of water without spilling it all over
I've never gotten
myself.
there.
And you should have seen the can after I was done with. Oh, like the fucking sprinkler had gone off.
Uh-huh.
Dry now, though. Dry as a bone.
A bone that has been submerged in water. Okay, so I'm thinking we must have gotten the Clarence thing, and I just completely blanked on it. Because there's no way otherwise, I'm pretty sure otherwise we couldn't have gotten the achievement we just got, the Xbox achievement. So the only things we have left after finishing this are Eddie Part 2 and Marnie Part 2. So I'm guessing like just meeting everyone, even if you don't do all of their stranger missions, meeting all the strangers once must be what triggers that achievement. Which means I'm pretty sure somewhere in the 800 videos of this LP we must have done the Clarence mission. I just forgot. So apologies for all the time wasted there. I think we're actually at the end of a 30-minute video now. I'm just going to let this one go long so we can wrap up all the strangers. So, sorry about that. I don't want to get another video going with the others. Let's just wrap this thing up as fast as we can.
This is where they should be. Can you clear things up with him?
Don't worry. I'll make sure everything's cool.
When I'm Rob Van Dam.
We're here to pay back the money my friend here owed you. He doesn't want no trouble.
You think money's gonna do it? Do you, Mel? Can't you remember coming over to my place, throwing the TV out the window?
Well, I'd buy you a new
Pissing
TV.
all over my couch? Plumber would kick me out on the street. You got a lot of debt to pay, Mel.
He's got a lot of money.
Damn those blackouts!
Okay, well.
I've been
Guess.
waiting to see this drunk-ass loser for a long time.
Shit! I can't remember none of that!
Problem with the shotgun, you need timing becomes difficult. Like you can one-shot people, but you got to time it just right. So let's switch to a gun that's better, like that I know how to use. These poor guys. This is an early game stranger mission I just never came across. They got pistols. I got advanced weapons. Mel didn't die, which is good, because that would have really messed up things. Hopefully my bike is still there.
You don't need to worry about those guys no more.
I killed the people that you wronged.
Where we were before?
Whatever that is, I don't know. I'm drunk. I mean, not drunk. It looked like he was going to hop in front of us and drive.
That shook me up, man. The stress was too much. How am I going to cope out here?
I'm going to need a drink.
Who knows what I did when I was on the sauce?
You'll be okay. Just chill out.
Yeah, you're right. Just chill out. Maybe just one drink.
Oh, it's funny because he's a hopeless alcoholic.
Hands, friend. That stuff is what got you here in the first place.
Sure. Yeah. Serenity.
Neo Queen Serenity? Just don't forget your daughter's birthday or she'll turn into Wicked Lady. Alright.
Come on, friend.
Positive. That's me.
Shiki,
Mr.
always
Roberts gonna
positive.
get the road shock. Maybe I'll keep a 10 spot for myself, though. Who knows what I'll need? So long. Be serene.
Wait, did he say he's going off to go gamble now? That doesn't seem wise, friend. But okay, it's your life. Ruin your life in your own way. All right, but no, I'm glad we got a little... Oh, he gave us money. Okay. So he was referring to the amount of money he gave to us. Okay, somewhere up here is Marnie Part 2. She's closer, and we might as well finish the stranger missions with the guy who's clearly the strangest of the strangers, Eddie, and he's farther away and has to be contacted at night. All right, so we're already at 30 minutes, but this video is going into OT. 2 strangers left. When we deal with them, I'm now confident we've dealt with all strangers on account of we got that achievement. And if somebody has 3 stranger missions and I only did 2 and somehow thought I did 3, oops. But the 2 people with 3-part missions, I kind of remember their missions, and I remember that we did them, so I'm feeling fairly confident there. Clarence, I feel bad for. Like, I watched the cinema. I watched most of the actual interaction on YouTube, and it's like I really don't remember this. It's not like it was a fairly memorable interaction for the stranger meetings. I think it might have been in the middle of a video where a lot of other stuff happened. Because I don't think I was. I haven't recorded any of this with Mel levels of being on the sauce or anything like that. Any forgetting I've done has just been me being forgetful, not... This game spends a lot of its side story time talking about substance abuse. It clearly was... Something was going on, or something was impacting, or something was on the mind of one of the writers. But, I can't blame any memory fails I've got in this game on that. Unless it's like college shrinking destroyed my memory overall. I definitely, as I've gotten older, have found myself being more forgetful about stuff that I swear I would have remembered as a young man. When, of course, there's no need to feel down as a young man. Speaking of which, why the hell does Donald Trump get to use that? Like, I would think that the Village people would... Various musical artists have filed, like, injunctions to stop politicians they disagree with from using their music. I guess the Village people are cool with Donald Trump using their music. They're kind of a gay icon, and Donald Trump is not really... He doesn't talk about gays very much. You get the impression he doesn't personally give a shit, but... He will support legislation to round them up on the street and shoot them in the back of the head if he thinks that's what his supporters want. And that has been your Donald Trump Minute. Yeah. Damn it, cops. I've got better things to do. Well, you know, we haven't called Francis and had him not help us in a while. Let's try it now.
Hey, I'm playing this game of cops and robbers and it's getting boring. End it. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, wow. Maybe you just have to be really, really rarely it works, or... Okay. That actually worked. So we're supposed to have a stranger mission now, and it doesn't seem to be happening. So let's go back to the first safe house and throw down a manual save. The other thing I can do, of course, is... Marnie Allen Part 2. No, I'm pretty sure I was right there. Let me try lining up exactly. They're showing this friend on a map. Maybe there's some minor variation on where they can show up, but they're showing them as being right here. And they're saying to go there around noon. So it's after 2 in the afternoon. So we're within a couple of hours of the time they told us. And if it has to be more precise than this, then we're just going to need to get to a safe house and actually do... you know, stop and manipulate the clock stuff to lock it down any tighter than this. Or it could just be, this is what I'm starting to suspect, we need to have a 24 hours pass. So let's, and that'll go for Bernie too. If that's the case, I think it might be 20, like this guide isn't mentioning it, but I vaguely have a sense that 24 hours is supposed to pass between these stranger missions. So let's just try delaying our decision about the deal mission for a full 24 more hours. We're close to it. Like, I don't want to go and pursue the follow-up with the weird serial killer dude, because I think we'll have the same issue. So let's just let's go back to the hideout where we already have this parking space free for this bike. We can throw down a manual save and advance the clock until like about noon tomorrow. A little before noon, drive over to where that mission is supposed to take place. It'll give us full health anyway. I think we lost health and not armor. That's why we're not at full. That could be wrong. Here's the music. We'll go ahead and save over the story complete. No, we won't. We will save over trespass.